Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of the AFK podcast. Today is episode
14.
14,
Hmm.
and we've got a lot of stuff to talk about, so we may as well dive straight into it. Black Ops 6 being the biggest COD launch ever.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
is, are we surprised?
No,
A little. I
I'm
thought
I'm not,
the
to be
rep
fair.
was a little tarnished after the last one, or
But I
the
know,
few
Nathan,
last ones.
you have played the full campaign, um,
mm,
and a bit of multiplayer and zombies as well, so I think you're in the best position to give a
oh,
proper
oh,
review.
thank you. Well, obviously, before I talk about my review, I'll talk about the stuff that. So, it was the highest number of launch day players for a COD game, the most Game Pass subscribers in a single day. That ain't surprising. It's a COD game on Game Pass. And the PlayStation and Steam sales were up 60% versus Modern Warfare 3, which, like me and Daniel were literally saying before we started recording,
Bottom of the barrel.
yeah, that's like one of the worst COD games, according to everyone. So, shit's going to bear.
Hmm.
So, anyway, so my review. So yeah, I'm going to obviously last week I gave my thoughts on the multiplayer and a bit of zombies. So this week I finally finished the campaign. And I'll talk about the mission variety, which is actually pretty good for a COD game. There's obviously run and gun missions like there is in every COD game, but there's also like I think I said about this last time. There's like semi-open worldy kind of missions where there's one in Iraq where you kind of got to go around and you can do these little side objectives, or you can just go straight for these like missiles you got to blow up. And it's like a very oversimplified Metal Gear Solid 5, which so you can kind of destroy those missiles however you wanted. Like last time, I think I said that I'd used a RCXD, drove it in there, blew it up, and just left because it let me do it. I could have just set C4 on it, blown up like that, or I could have killed everyone there. So that was quite nice, gave me a bit more freedom. There was some really cool like spy type missions where the one which I'll talk about because it was in the certain gameplay reveal a few months back, where you're at some like I think it's Bill Clinton's like election rally or whatever it was, and
Mm-hmm.
you got to try and find. I don't know exactly what you got to find. I know you find Adler in there after he kind of gets captured, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Staley? Oh, never mind.
And then so you kind of like you can approach that mission like little different ways, which is quite cool. There was another one in a casino, which is also very fun. It was like a heist, so kind of switching perspectives as well, which made it quite fresh. So, but I think the best mission type are what can be described as scarecrow mission types, obviously from Arkham Asylum and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so the first one where you're playing as Case, who is the one you play as throughout the entire campaign, where he's got like a grappling hook, and you got to kind of go. We get little hints of his past and like what he kind of is, because they don't reveal what he is. And you gotta kill like there's like zombies in the mission. It feels very kind of Remedy like, so like Control, Alan Wakey kind of vibes to it. So
Yeah.
which is great. I like refreshing mission types. So yeah, it made the game like not forgettable because of these mission types. So that was great. And then the story, it's fine. It does its part. I'm not like completely engrossed in the story, but like I'm immersed enough where I can
Mm-hmm.
take it all in. I know what's happening, and I'm not getting bored. I just don't really give a shit that much. But the ending, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I definitely felt very. Is that it? Like it kind of just ends.
Oh.
So I had a lot more questions than answers. So not like it shouldn't have a cliffhanger ending because it's a Black Ops game, but it just felt very unsatisfying of an ending. And I guess it's because they want to do like obviously they're going to do sequels to this game. This game's done incredibly well. Why wouldn't you do sequels? And but yeah, I would have liked a bit more answers. And well, the last COD game to have cliffhanger, which was Modern Warfare 2, 2022, had the no Russian ending, which then turned into Modern Warfare 3's no Russian mission, which was
Great.
awful. So,
Yeah.
ooh. Okay. So yeah, so overall, I think the campaign, for the most part, it's pretty good. It completed what it set out to do. A fun spy, espionage, thriller, action, Michael Bay type film. So, But I think
That's,
maybe a
that's,
few,
that's good then.
yeah, I think
At
maybe a
least it's
few
not
more
2 hours
missions.
long.
Exactly, it was like 7 or 6. I think it took me to beat. So yeah, I
Oh, that's
think
alright.
maybe a bit more missions to kind of flesh that stuff out a bit more and give like more growing time for the characters because they are very hollow. So and because it's they're meant to play your squadron, they all know each other for ages, but like you don't really know them that well. So
Mm.
yeah, but yeah. So I'm gonna give the Black Ops 6 campaign a 7.5 out of 10. Very good. And
Good
the
enough.
game for a whole, including the 7 I gave for the multiplayer and zombies, I'm going to give the game a 7.5 out of 10. There you go.
Solid.
Not too bad then.
Solid
Daniel, I
game.
think the next stuff is you, because you're the only one that's played it, I believe, which is
Yeah, I
the
was the only one in the
Splitgate
group.
2 private playtest.
Yep. Okay. So some background information. I got accepted into the Splitgate 2 private playtest. I think anyone who played the alpha actually did. I don't know if Nathan's actually looked at his
Oh,
emails or
no.
not.
I don't think I
But
saw.
Dom got it as well, so he was telling me, but he's obviously away.
Mm.
I only managed to get like an hour of gameplay because unfortunately I had, well, not unfortunately for me, but I had work that day, so I wasn't able to play most of the day until I got home and back in. But honestly, really fun. They've only tweaked a few little things. It's not massively different. The biggest change was probably an entire new map. But yeah, the gameplay just felt so much faster, really dynamic. Like I felt like I was constantly in action, kind of. Whereas in the alpha, I don't know if you noticed this, Nathan, but I felt like I was in the respawn screen for most of the time.
I
Which,
don't.
yeah,
I don't think I played that much of the beta. I think I only played
oh,
like a
okay.
game or two.
I think it was probably me and Dom that
So
played the most, but yeah,
yeah.
it felt like I spent a bit too much time in the respawn screen on the alpha back in August.
Mm.
But this time around, it was so much better, and I'm really happy with what they're doing. Obviously, I've been listening to feedback, and whatnot. Did the whole Q&A last night. I didn't attend because I was a bit tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking like it's going in a really good direction. Can't wait till the full release, which I believe is next year.
I think so. It was good.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's pretty much
Sounds good
all.
then.
I'm just trying to
I
check
guess
my
I'll,
emails. I didn't get an invite actually.
yeah.
Only
Oh,
for the August beta.
hmm.
So yeah. I'm guessing you
Okay.
point out that you can't show stuff, or we
Oh
can't show
yeah, I
stuff.
am legally not allowed to show any screenshots or videos, so I didn't take any or
Only talk
record
about it.
anything.
What about?
I recorded my voice of like all my thoughts and stuff. Maybe I'll put them somewhere for you guys, but
Hmm.
overall it was just really fun. And that was a good way to unwind after work, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, that's good to know. We do unfortunately have some bad news next. I think this has all hit us really hard in the hearts.
It has.
Firewalk Studios, the developers of Concord, have
Don't say it.
unfortunately died.
Don't say it.
Yeah, this is a sad day for us all. Concord was the
Game of the
best
year.
game ever made, game of the year. It beats out every game. But unfortunately they've shut down. Anyway, moving on to movies. There's a
Hmm.
new Godzilla movie coming out. I'm
Oh
not going
yeah.
to attempt to pronounce
I
his
still
name
need to see the
because
first one.
I'm
Takashi
going to
Yamazaki.
yeah, I'm going to butcher that.
He did.
It's the same guy who did Godzilla minus one, isn't it?
It is. He did
It
the
is. That was a good
VFX
film.
and
Came out on my
wrote and
birthday.
directed it. So that's pretty good.
So yeah,
Hmm. I'm excited.
me and Nathan watched Godzilla minus one. We
Hmm.
both enjoyed it, I think.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that.
Hmm.
And there isn't much other news besides 3 Lego movie live action films are in the works.
No,
Um,
bad, bad,
now
bad,
Lego isn't really my
bad,
sort of thing,
bad.
so I'll let Daniel and Nathan chat about that.
The Lego Movie was
I
like
think I
a
know the
fucking
thoughts.
spectacle, and they should not ruin anything about it with live action. Stay away.
PS. So yeah, obviously the Lego Movie, the 2014 one, which is now 10 years old, like easily one of the best animated films ever. Like it's so creative, and like I said before, like before recording, you can't make that kind of film in live action because
It's a me.
the
I'm it.
Craggle could only work in Lego because
Hmm.
they don't like glue and stuff. So yeah, so there's 3 live action movies from Universal, which is different because I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers was doing it last time. So Jake Caston, I don't know why I said it like that. Will direct a film based on a script from Andrew Mogul and Jared Paul. I don't know who they are. Patty Jenkins, who did Wonder Woman 1 and 2 from a few years ago, is doing another one based on a script from herself and Jeff Johns. And Joe Cornish is writing and directing his version. There's also a live-action Ninjago movie in the works as well. So I don't know if this is one of those that were listed, but yeah. So that'll be fun. Are you excited, Daniel?
I want to kill myself.
So yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all the movie news for this week. We don't actually have much more news besides a few TV shows, which are mainly Marvel things.
Yep.
There's a Spider-Man animated series revival in talks.
The
Would that
90s
be
show.
for the Spectacular?
So
No,
fucking
for the
wish.
original one.
The 90s show.
The 90s show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of X-Men 97.
Ah, right.
Which
Okay,
kind of
I see.
got people interested in talking. I would like that. Be cool.
I've never watched it, so I mean, I assume a lot of people would like it. But we have a lot of MCU news as well. We've got some reveals. Daredevil Born Again, which I think we're all
Hell yeah.
interested in. Spider-Man Freshman Year or something,
Maybe.
which
Interesting.
it could be good.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Zombies, which I'm personally quite interested in.
I'm a little.
And What If Season 3?
I think
being
I haven't
Zombies.
watched season 2 yet.
I think like Zombies was good as like that one-off What If episode. Did it come back in season 2? I never watched season. I literally only watched the Zombies episode.
It's reference.
Sure. Okay.
But the thing is with zombies is I know what you mean, because like how are they gonna do that? Because like just get Thor to laser them all, you know, with his hammer.
Real.
It's easy as hell. And then what if season 3 being the final season? The first season was great. The second season was there, so hopefully season 3's a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of what ifs that a lot of people want to see.
Yeah.
Like what if the other half was snapped? That's been, you know, tossed around since Endgame and
Surprised they've not
Infinity
done
War.
that
So
one yet.
yeah, that's something I'd be interested in seeing.
Actually,
But
sorry, I was gonna say I found the other stuff that I showed off and the release dates. So,
all right.
What If Season 3, December 22nd. So that's the only other Marvel thing coming out this year, which was literally just didn't Echo come out this year? I think it came out in January. So that's been Echo, Deadpool 3, Agatha, and then What If Season 3. Pretty dead ass year. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man comes out January 25th. So, quite interesting. Daredevil Born Again is out March 4th. Ironheart is out June 24th. Eyes of Wakanda, which is also animated, I believe, is out August 6th. Marvel Zombies, October. And then Wonder Man is out in December. That looks quite interesting from those little clips we saw. I think it's like a guy pretending to be a superhero in a TV show. I'm not very familiar with Wonder Man at all.
I've heard the name a couple times,
yeah,
but I can't remember where.
I think he was in like one of the Lego games, which is where I know most
of
of
the
the
no
Lego
idea.
game. I think you know, like those like comic book shorts you get on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think that's where I heard it from at some point, but I honestly can't remember.
So it seems like quite an interesting idea, like a guy pretending to be a guy in a superhero show in a world full of superheroes. And that, I mean, yeah. So yeah, that means that next year they have 9 projects coming out with 3 more films.
Bloody hell! Do they not learn to slow down for fuck's sake?
Well, they slowed down this year.
And yeah,
Granted,
no,
most
they
of it was
released, like,
pretty.
a lot of slop.
Yeah.
Well, what people were saying was that because a lot of these were announced years ago, that they're just like loads of just backup stuff that they haven't released yet. So I think they're trying to get them out the door. Like, do you guys remember Armor Wars that was announced?
Yeah.
9 years ago.
Wasn't that cancelled or something?
I think it's become a film now.
Great.
That was the Rhodey film with Justin Hammer, which that's never coming out. Same with Blade.
I would have liked that, you know. I think, yeah.
I mean,
Rhodey's been there since the start.
I mean, yeah. I think.
Well, I mean, has he? Cause
How's that
Secret
gonna work
Invasion,
though? Secret Invasion, yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah, because that
I
stuff.
don't know if they know what they were doing with
That like
Secret Invasion.
reprimanded a lot of stuff. Can they just like break stuff off the canon for now?
I'm gonna say maybe they're just gonna like how Iron Man 3. They seem to like forget that movie exists.
Can they just have
So
Deadpool just go to the Sacred Timeline, just chop up a few things, and then pull that Marvel?
I'm surprised they
Probably.
haven't done that actually. Like just
Yeah.
Deadpool just comes in, it's just like, right, Secret Invasion. Whoosh, get rid of that. No one likes
No,
it.
like that. She-Hulk, bye bye.
See ya.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah, just get rid of all the unimportant things.
bloated Marvel.
Keep a
Yeah, if
single,
if
keep a
if
single She-Hulk episode, and that's the Daredevil one.
Mm.
if we've got nothing else to say, we can move on to the main stuff
Yeah,
for
main
this
course
week.
The
time.
cool shit.
Um, so for this week, despite it not being a number of 10, the multiple of 10,
Hmm.
we've done our top 10 game tracks. I think we've all done individual songs
Yep.
Yep.
from various games. And I'm starting off. And in my number 10, I've just opened Excel by accident. That's not what I meant to open. At my number 10, we've got Stal from Minecraft.
Hell yeah.
This has been like my number one Minecraft song for 10 years. Um, just because I love it so much. Yeah.
Actually, Style released in. I actually don't have any clue what year that released. So.
Daniel, what's your number 10?
Right. My number 10 is also Minecraft, but this track is Moog City 2. This is one of the in-game tracks instead of music discs. And it's just, it makes me feel, it's what I feel Minecraft would be if it was just condensed into a sound.
Yeah.
Fucking great track, love it. Moog City is also good, but I just picked 2 because that one goes so hard.
Hmm.
And that is easily my number 10, encapsulates all Minecraft. Right, Nathan.
So, my number 10 is the Titan boss fight from Final Fantasy 16. Now, this is I'm pretty sure this is
This is
4
fine,
songs in one, but it plays in quick succession, like right after each other, so I don't know if it is. And I can't be out looking. So, this is a 20-minute song for a long ass boss fight. It is amazing. It's like the perfect song to play over one of the coolest boss fights in like a game I've ever done. So, like, think of Attack on Titan. This giant dude and you're this little ant just running around. Like, it pops the fuck off. You're just like climbing the Titan's dude, this like arm, while he's like launching these tentacles at you and throwing rocks at you and stuff. Like, it's amazing. And like, Final Fantasy 16 has some of the best boss fights and music that I've ever like seen or heard in a game before. So yeah, number 10.
Ah.
Nice. My number 9 is Beyond Desolation from Last of Us Part 2.
Mhm.
This is the one that plays right at the end of the game when Ellie goes back to the farmhouse and she's playing the
Spoilers.
guitar and then
Oh,
she
yeah.
walks out. Because I think after you've played that, you've had the spoilers. By the way, you've had the
Whoa, whoa,
the
whoa,
fight
whoa,
with
whoa,
Abby.
whoa. Oh, okay.
What?
Well, I haven't played it, so I won't spoilers.
Oh yeah, true.
I
I
won't
mean,
say too
okay.
much, but
Nathan, just take your heads
Um,
off.
you've had the fight with Abby. Dina's wandered off with the little kid, and I think it's just a perfect ending. And then following that, you have all the soundtracks. You got Abby's theme, Joel's theme, and Ellie's theme in the credits, and it's one of those games where you just gotta sit there and just watch them because you're trying to work out what's just happened,
Oh mate,
why
you
it's
know.
just happened, and I think that's it's good for the game.
Yeah. Hey, if you want a feeling like that, you better play Phantom Liberty at some point, man. Right, I'll let
Maybe.
Is
Nathan
it
know he
done?
can come back. Yeah, Nathan, you can come
Okay.
back now.
Alright.
Right, so I guess that's my turn now. So,
Mhm.
that's actually really convenient that I just said that. Oh yeah, Nathan's gonna have fun editing this, I just realised. But yeah, I've also gotten a song towards the end of a game. Well, this is the DLC, but Never Looking Back from Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. This is, again, a track where you've just kind of got to sit there like, holy shit, that has all just happened.
Mhm.
It's so good, so well made. Like, I'm separating the DLC and the game for this, like, but it is such a good track, and I highly recommend the DLC. Anyone who has played will understand exactly what I mean when I say you have to just sit back for a moment. fucking yeah, it's great. Never looking back. Let's go, Nathan. Your turn.
Well, you guys have some very, sad kind of songs. I have the Overworld theme from Yoshi's Island. Very happy-go-lucky song. So yeah, so it's just there's not really a big reason why I really like it. It's just kind of catchy. It's stuck in my head. It's just like boop, boop.
Yeah.
You just kind of
Yeah,
bump it
that's
up and
fair
down.
Hmm.
There's a song
Love
which
a
I like,
Nintendo guy.
which samples this song as well. So yeah, it's fun.
Think of what you're on about now. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know if you would have heard this song before.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I have either, because you're not saying the name of it.
I don't remember what the name of the song is that samples it.
Right, okay, cool.
Yeah, that
That's fucking brilliant.
number 9, Overworld. Usually
Hell
nine.
yeah, right.
My number 8 is Helldivers 2, A Cup of Liberty. Now, the main reason I put this song here, and not further down the list, out of the top 10, is mainly because of the second half of the song.
Oh,
Now, the first half of the song, yeah, that's a 9 out of 10. But the second half of the song, that's a 10 out of 10 all the way through. I think it just fits perfectly with Helldivers and the whole game. And it's one of those you can, like, at least I find myself listening to it whenever it comes up. It's one I've rarely skipped, so I figured I'd put it in my top 10.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree with that. Alright, well, my number 8 is one which you two have heard. It is a track called Spider-Man. It is the main theme of Spider-Man PS4 game.
yeah.
It goes so hard. It's my favourite Spider-Man theme, probably. Maybe on par with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 main theme from
Although
Hans Zimmer.
Marvel Spider-Man 2's main theme is really good.
It is good, but this one is
Oh.
this one's my guy. It goes so hard. But yeah, so easily my number 8. My tied first place on a Spider-Man theme. Nathan, take us away from the last number 8.
So number 8, I have Debriefing from Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. So, this is the ending theme for Snake Eater, and I want to go into spoilers because I think this is like one of the best games ever made, and everyone should play it. But when this song starts playing over that theme, over the scene, and when it kind of crescendo, is that what it means? When like the song kind of builds up.
Well, crescendo, yeah.
When it starts, and I just sat there, just looking, and I just thought, wow, I've played something special. I played something like a story that couldn't have been told in any other medium except a video game. And then when Big Boss kind of stands there, that's when I start tearing up. I'm just like, it's such a powerful song, and the theming as well behind the scene. It's just, yeah. Debriefing number 8.
Solid.
I'm sure you gave a good explanation there. Sorry I had to go because nobody in my house reads my messages when I say I'm recording.
Number 7. We've got another Minecraft one here. Now, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but the new Minecraft music it's not bad, but it's
I
nothing
love
compared to the
I
old
really
stuff.
like it.
But there is one music disc. This specific music disc, I think, I feel like it's the best one in Minecraft, at least in my opinion. That's got to be Relic. I absolutely
yeah.
love this music disc. I think it's a great song. I think it is the best music disc. I mean, obviously you got Chirp, but you know.
I like it.
But I think Relic is my favorite music disc from Minecraft. Just because I think it's good for the new generation of stuff that's coming out, and I feel like it embodies that quite well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why it's my number 7.
That is completely fair. I think me and Nathan were on like the other day, like, and we both like love that music disc
is
as
it
well
that
last
one?
night. Yeah, it's that one.
I don't know what any of the Minecraft music's
Yeah, no, Relic goes so hard.
Cool.
Like. But yeah, right. We're on number 7. Yes. Okay. Mine is. Again, Isaac has heard this one. Nathan, I don't know if you have, but it's a track called "Abandoned Ship" from Subnautica. It is probably like the most iconic like Subnautica like track. But yeah, it just goes so hard, and it's the one that I never skip at all in any mood. For God's sake, I put it in Beat Saber, and yeah, it's just such a good track, such a vibe. I would go sacrifice a Cyclops to a Reaper Leviathan just for the track alone. Right. Well, Nathan, what's your number 7, my friend?
So, my number 7 is the title theme from Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. So, basically, if this was a list of like what I think are the greatest video game themes of all time, or songs, I would say this is probably the best one. Like, it's the instruments used with the piano and the flute. I believe it's a flute, or it might be an ocarina. It's just it's so angelic and like just calming. It really sets you into like this Hyrule, like this vision. Yeah, this vision of Hyrule, and this kind of journey you're gonna go on. And I don't know why. I never grew up on this game. I never actually played this. I played a bit of it, but I never actually like beat this game. It just feels so like nostalgic. Like I don't know if it's just because of the calming, like sounds in the song. But yeah, I love this one. It's a banger. It's a great one to like play when you're trying to go to sleep, because it's like I said, it's very quiet, soothing, and it's beautiful main theme. So yeah, title theme.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sounds good. Number 6. I think Daniel, you mentioned this earlier, but it's Moog City, the first one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, everyone says like Subwoofer Lullaby is like the Minecraft song, you know, but for me it's Moog City because I think the intro of the song.
Yeah.
This is probably gonna sound really corny, but the intro of the song, how it starts off fast and slows down and slows down. I think to me, it's the sort of realization that we're growing up, and that it's those memories of us playing Minecraft when we were younger, getting further and further away, and it's quite sad, but I do think it does that. It does that for me at least, anyway. So that's why I put it at number 6.
Yeah, no, it's completely fair, and I love Moog City too for like a similar reason. So
I'm excited to listen back because the thing with Minecraft music is I know it, but I don't know what the names are. So you guys are describing them like, is it that one? But yeah, I do think Minecraft music is. I mean, obviously, it's incredibly nostalgic for all of us.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Yeah, Minecraft does have a banger
soundtrack.
soundtrack.
First proper games I played.
So,
Well, it was the first console game I ever played, so.
Right, Daniel.
But yeah. Alright, well, I'm about to hit your eardrums with this one. Number 7, not 7, 6, we have Ascension from Ark Survival Evolved. This is the Island's Ascension track. It goes so hard. It is that feeling of accomplishment, that pride and joy you feel of fighting against both the game and the game performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just great. I think even Nathan, I had Nathan do a tier list of Ark tracks. He even enjoyed this one, so yeah.
I think
it's such a good track.
I liked it because I think I said this. I literally did say this when I told you about it. When you listen to it, I feel like I'm ascending in a way.
Yeah, I know.
It's that kind of yeah. Banger song.
Gareth Coker's a miracle worker behind composing things. So yeah, that's my number 6, Nathan. What is yours?
So I have Jump Up Superstar from Super Mario Odyssey. What a banger. See, okay, you know a song is good for a game when the fucking lyrics are on the box art on the inside of the case. That is how you know a song is a banger. So yeah, plays over one of the best level in the entire game, which is the New Donk City Festival, which is like a celebration of Mario and like his history in a way. Well, like where he kind of started off in Donkey Kong. And there's like the big band playing in the background. It feels very big and grand, like Odyssey does, because it's an Odyssey. And yeah, when we were doing the list, and I got to this mission, I thought, I want to replay that mission. So I went back, reinstalled Odyssey, and played through that mission again. I was like, yeah. It's such a banger level. So if you guys are ever able to play Super Mario Odyssey, I highly recommend it. And this is, the reason why. So yeah, it's number 6.
Yeah, I do want to play Mario Odyssey eventually, and yeah, that song is a banger. I've heard it. Alright.
Number 5. Now, Number 5. Fallout 4 main theme. Loading up the menu for Fallout 4 for the first time. This is something I still quite vividly remember. I opened it up. This is the first Fallout game I've ever played. I opened it up, and I'm sitting there, and I was like, "Oh, there's no menu music." And then it actually comes on, and it just hits me, and I'm just sitting there for the next 10 minutes just listening to it because it's like, it's such a good main theme.
Mm-hmm.
There's no words I can really use to describe it other than saying that it is just really good, and if you listen to it, you might understand what I mean. So yeah, number 5, Fallout 4.
Yeah.
That's fair. I still need to play Fallout 4, so I need to play most of the Fallout games. Right. Well, my number 5, we are sticking on the A train, and by A I mean abusive relationships. And when you say abusive relationships, I think Ark. Number 5 is the King Titan theme because it is one of the best boss themes I have ever heard. Fucking hell, it goes so hard. If you somehow have the commitment and perseverance to get to the end of the Extinction DLC, this is your reward. You don't even care about the boss rewards, you don't care about winning, you just get the music track. That is the only reason you should ever play Ark. It goes so hard, that's all I need to say. Right, Nathan, there you go.
So my number 5 is Road Less Taken from Persona Q2. Now this is the newest song to make this list because I only just started playing Persona actually a few weeks ago. And but yeah, Persona's music, it's incredible. Like, Persona 3 is one of the best game soundtracks ever. And I think the reason why this is my favorite Persona song is because it brings in like all the artists from the 3, 4, and 5 soundtracks onto one song. So it's kind of like a celebration of Persona music, in my opinion. And it's big, it's loud, it's bombastic, it's awesome. It's everything that I love about Persona music into one banger track. So yeah, I highly recommend just listening to the song anyway, even if you don't like Persona. Because yeah, it's a banger. Yeah, that's my number 5.
Number 4 for me, Dying Light 2. I played this game like on release for the first 2 weeks when it released because I had COVID. But the song "Run Jump Fight," it's like the main Dying Light thing when you're just running around doing the parkour. One thing I do think Dying Light 2 does better than the first game is the parkour. I think there's just a lot more options when you're running around. There's a lot more verticality as well when you get to the second area. And yeah, Run Jump Fight is like, it's just like you're running around, you're running and jumping and fighting, and it's perfect.
That's what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the name of the track.
So yeah, that's why I put it at number 4.
That's fair. Right. Well, much like Nanomachines on Senator Armstrong, I harden in response to this physical trauma. Journey's End, the final track of Genesis Part 2, the entire Ark storyline before Ark 2 comes out, which is never happening, so yeah, I cry myself to sleep for that one. Journey's End is one of the most beautiful pieces of music I have heard. It goes so fucking, it is amazing. If you are in the same boat as me with the terrible relationship with Ark where you're addicted, you've probably heard this, you've probably put the hours in, and yeah, it is easily number 4.
Yeah. Fair enough. My number 4. We're here, guys. We're at the Sonic music. My number 4 is Endless Possibilities from Sonic Unleashed. Now, I think this is the best Sonic song because it kind of just encapsulates everything that I love about this series and Sonic as a character. It's very fast-paced, and when I listen to it, I can picture Sonic running in the wind, like blowing in your hair, or I guess it's quills, I should say. Like, it gives me that kind of vibe when I listen to Endless Possibilities, and it's just an absolute banger. I love it. Kind of shows off also how fast-paced the daylight stages are when you're actually playing as Sonic, and I like that little bit where it kind of goes very rock and roll and rocky, I guess you could say, with the nighttime stages in the game, which are pretty shit. But yeah, I think I could have chosen any song from this game soundtrack because they're all bangers. But I think this is the most special to me because it's very nostalgic. This is one of the first Sonic games I ever played, and like hearing this song is just an absolute blast. So yeah, number 4.
I've just had about like 7 hours worth of listening to Sonic music flash through my head and PTSD wave there.
Number 3. Now, this is one of my favorite games of all time. State of Decay 2 main theme. I hadn't listened to this fully till recently, and when I did, I was like, "This is exactly what I thought it was gonna be," and it's just great. It plays whilst you're just like, running around, killing hordes of zombies as well, and it's just a great main theme. That's all I can really say. It's just great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair enough. Toast blood.
Right.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well, I guess for my number 3, this has been mentioned already. It was on Isaac's list. To no one's surprise, A Cup of Liberty is in my top 3. Isaac has said that it is the second half. I like both halves equally, but for different reasons. Like the first half is exactly what you feel when you're in like the game, playing around, shooting everything, and then the second half, that shit makes me feel like I'm watching some fucking last stand sacrifice type thing in my mind. Like it is so good. The brass with the militaristic, like patriotic kind of feel as well in it. It's all done really well. It absolutely phenomenal. It's main theme for a game. So yeah, that is my number 3.
Right. Well, my number 3 is from one of the best games of all time, Gusty Garden Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy. Like, fucking banger of a game. And I chose this one because I think it shares a lot of similarities why I really love Jump Up Superstar, which is I love the kind of like big band orchestral style music for 3D Mario games, because they are these like huge like open worlds that Mario explores, and I think it fits a lot for this game because it's basically a cosmic journey with all these planets and stuff, and you add big orchestral music, it makes it feel even grander and huger. And see, because obviously this was like the first proper games where Nintendo was like, we're not gonna go on Mushroom Kingdom, we're gonna take this dude to fucking space. And like, damn, what a fucking journey that game is. If you've never played Super Mario Galaxy, I highly recommend it. It's quite cheap on the Wii. You can find the Wii for dirt cheap anyway. But yeah, I think, yeah, it's just fucking awesome. Just go play Mario Galaxy. Yeah.
And 2 space themes and a zombie.
Fair play.
Number 2.
Number 1. I mean number 2.
Because hey.
My number 2 is, I'm sure Mr. Dominic would corroborate with this, Nemesis main theme from Stellaris. I think it's got the perfect build up to like the perfect climax of a song. Just the whole song feels like you're just preparing for war, and then when you're actually in war, it feels like you could just slap any sort of major space battle over it and it would just fit perfectly. So that's why I just put it in number 2, because I honestly just love it, and it's great, but it's not the best one. That's just why it's at number 2. So, Daniel.
Yeah, right. Well, introducing the first vocal track on my list, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, Red Sun. This is my favourite boss theme in the entire game. It is the whole reason I want to buy an electric guitar at some point, so I can play the guitar section of the song. It's so good. It's a shame that the vocals only last for such a short part of the fight, because Jesus Christ, Bloody Sundowner's second phase is so weak, but it's still, listening to it just on its own, it goes so hard. It's my favourite track in the game. Easily second place. This song has been stuck in my head since I bought him. Hell, it's my ringtone and alarm, for God's sake. So, right, Nathan, what is your number 2?
I would say that. I mean, I was gonna have some Metal Gear Rising on this list because that game has a banger soundtrack. But sadly, they didn't make it. It seemed like Red Dead 2. I was gonna have some of those, like American Venom. Fucking hell, what a track! But yeah, so my number 2 is Night of the Wind from Sonic and the Black Knight. I didn't actually write anything down for this one. Well, like, it's just, I did. I wanted, because I thought I'm not going to remember anything I thought about when I said it. So, this shit just fucking slaps. Like, this game is Sonic running around with a sword, and at the end of the game he gets golden armor, and it's cool as shit. Like, the song's just really cool. That's the entire reason why I love it. And I get so pumped up when I listen to it. Like, this could make any boss fight like 10 out of 10. Just stick the song in, boom, you got a banger of a boss fight. So yeah, nostalgia. Of course it's nostalgia, but yeah, Night of the Wind is number 2.
What is the boss fight? Paranoia.
Well then, Paranoia is gonna be even cooler.
Number 1 then. My number 1. This song, every single time it gets me. Towards Utopia, Nova Flare from Stellaris. This song is 8 minutes long, and it's amazing. You know, the first 4 minutes it's just build up, right? You get in there, but you know it's like you feel like you're going towards Utopia, if you know what I mean. Like, it's hopeful, it's good music, and you feel like, you know, it's hopeful. And then it gets to the halfway point, and then it just starts dropping a beat and becomes like a proper song. And it just keeps it going for another 4 minutes. It's like Freebird. You know, after like 4 minutes of Freebird, it just goes into solo for the rest of the song.
Yeah.
It's like that, but the whole way through. Better. So, you know, that's why it's my number 1. It's been my favourite song for years, and it probably will be for more years. So, yeah, I had to be at number 1.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Well, I guess my number 1. This is going to immediately invalidate all your lists. This is the pinnacle of music in gaming. The Rebel Path, specifically the cello version. There is nothing more hype in gaming than this track. The best fucking feeling ever, part of the coolest moments in the game, Cyberpunk. You can't beat it. Your number 1s are immediately invalid. This one is supreme. The Rebel Path, baby.
Was that it? Anything
Yeah,
else?
that is it. I don't need to say any more. It speaks for itself. Just go listen to it.
Alright, well, time to finish you all off. Not in that kind of way. Maybe that kind of way. I have... Now, for this number 1 pick, I could have chosen the entire soundtrack. Like, this is from my favorite game soundtrack of all time. And that's Back in Time from Sonic R. So this is a like really shitty racing game with like ass controls, but for some reason the soundtrack is like it's like a 90s pop soundtrack. It's fucking awesome. So yeah, like I said, I could have chosen any song, but I made the rule for myself to choose 1 song per game. So I chose Back in Time because it's my favorite out of all of them. It's just so uplifting, and like the beat is just so much fun. I just love this. This entire soundtrack is so fucking good. And yeah, just go listen to it. Like, go listen to the entire soundtrack. It's a banger. It's the best song on this entire list. Obviously, out of all of our lists anyway. So yeah.
No, that's just cat.
Well,
Rebel Path all the way, baby.
no.
I'm gonna put a fucking nuke on your soundtrack.
Try it. So yeah, that's it, I guess, for our top 10 game tracks.
Yeah, you've done
Hell
that.
yeah.
I believe
I
we
love
have
to win.
fellow favourites next.
We do.
Oh yeah, no, we are all 3 sections today.
So Isaac, you go last
Yeah.
because you don't have a fucking list.
What's the theme again?
So this theme, I'm going to describe it. So the theme for November is cozy or comfort games. That kind of make you, or comfort games, blah, blah, blah. That kind of make you feel cozy. So yeah. So Daniel, drink a first, or
Oh yeah. No, I
Okay.
can go first, right? I wasn't expecting that. Okay, well, I took cozy as literal cozy because my comfort games are a bit odd. I am an odd individual, I guess. But oh well, we're all a little weird. Isaac, stop sending the fucking. Oh, never mind.
I'd forget if I didn't.
Okay, right. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so we'll start off with my game. My game has been mentioned on this podcast before, but for a different topic. Stardew Valley. That is a very cozy game. I love just sitting there on my Switch sometimes, just loading up my save. Can't wait for the console update to come out, because then I'll probably be
oh yeah,
able to
isn't
play
that
it.
tomorrow?
Oh, is it tomorrow?
I think it's Monday.
I believe so.
Oh, hell yeah, right, hell yeah. I'm
I'll
bloody
put it
charging
now.
my Switch right now then.
I'll double
Where's
check for you
my
now while you're
Nintendo?
talking, but I'm pretty sure it's November
Yeah,
4th.
yeah. Okay, well, there you go, people. Perfect time. This podcast releases tomorrow, doesn't it?
Exactly.
So yeah, literally as the podcast releasing, go play the new Stardew update if you're on console.
It's a 1.6,
Oh,
isn't it?
It's
yeah,
1.6, I
which
think. Is
means
it
we're on the same
6.3?
Yeah,
version.
November 4th.
One.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, there you
Right, there you go, people. You can go play that cozy game right now.
go.
But yeah, it's just a fun little game. For some reason, I struggle to play Stardew on anything but the Switch. I just can't keep focused on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there you go. That's my game. For film, we have Ratatouille. I don't know why. I just really
That's a
enjoy
banger.
this film. It's such a cozy little film to just watch. Kind of. It's a banger. It's great. Um, I know Remy's probably dead on outside the view at the minute, but oh
Yeah.
well. And for the comfort show, I've watched this show way too much. I've not watched it in a while though, to be fair. I need to get back into watching TV shows and stuff. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I
Mm.
really love this series. A lot of seasons of it, so you got a lot to watch. And it's just great. Yeah, that is my cozy list for you guys. Do
Mm.
check them out if you have already. That's fucking brilliant.
Daniel,
Mm-hmm.
I think you
For
cut out
God's
then.
sake, yeah, no, for some reason my keyboard is disconnected.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Your
If you
keyboard.
have
What does that do with your microphone?
because I'm using push to talk.
Ah, okay. So, yeah.
So yeah, go check them out if you have brilliant. And Nathan, would you like to take the stage?
So, yeah. I was gonna
Seems
say
like
for
it's
your
still right.
you say about I don't know why I can only play Stardew on my Switch. I'm like that but with Persona 5 because I'm playing on my Switch. I think it's because you don't need to be sat at a desk playing it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
probably
can.
it.
Yeah, I can I just lay in my bed and play it, so I can kind of lay over I want stuff. So yeah. So my game is Red Dead 2. So I chose this game because I just love the atmosphere of this open world. I love going around at night time, like immersing myself, riding around on my horse. If I'm like in the mountains, put on like a jacket or something. Get your lantern out and just kind of like ride around. And I love spending time with your gang members. Which sounds really weird for a comfort game, but those scenes, Daniel, where you're sitting around camp and everyone's just celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are some of the best moments in that entire game.
Yeah.
And
And then it all goes to
yeah,
shit.
and yeah, no, it goes to shit. So yeah, Red Dead 2 is my comfort game. For film, I wanted to go with something that's quite unknown. I think everyone should watch. It's quite underrated, which is Begin Again. This is a great and inspiring little film with two great lead characters with Keira Knightley and Mark Ruffalo, and she's quite underrated. Adam Levine's in this film, but he's an asshole. Yeah.
Oh, so he's just playing Adam
Yeah,
Levine.
exactly. James Corden's also in this film, but he's not that bad. And James Corden's also in my TV show
Oh,
as
yeah,
well,
that's good.
which my TV show is another underrated one. I've seen so many times. The season finale, the last ever episode comes out at Christmas this year, and that's Gavin and Stacey. This is probably my favorite British sitcom. You can even really call it a sitcom. British comedy show, I guess I'll say. And James Corden's in it, but it's before he was an asshole, so it's better. He's actually a
Still
human
boo.
being. But yeah. And this is a show, a lot of charm, really funny, great characters, and very memorable moments. So yeah, I believe it's on iPlayer. So if you're in the UK and you kind of have to have a TV license or they'll kill you, then yeah, go watch Gavin Stacey. Only 3 seasons, like 6 episodes per season as well, and it ends this Christmas as well. So,
Yeah, I probably should have mentioned what platforms mine were on. I think isn't Ratatouille on Disney Plus?
yeah, it's a Pixar.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then Brooklyn Nine-Nine's on Peacock and Netflix.
mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Isaac.
Is it my
Have you
turn?
finished writing your
Yep.
list yet?
No.
God damn it! Right,
Anyway,
let's just sit and play charades.
So, my cozy game. I thought a lot about this because, you got Stardew Valley, and you got, other games that I played when I was growing up like Minecraft. But I genuinely think it's The Long Dark. I really like the winter vibe, and I think the winter vibe is done really well in The Long Dark. You're all alone, and it's just really nice to be chilling basically, especially once you've got all your stuff sorted and you're not gonna freeze to death or die to dehydration or
Mhm.
hunger or lack of sleep
That's
or
always
all
great.
the other hundreds of things that could kill you. It's quite a fun game and it's just really chill.
Mhm.
And it is quite cozy. Then for my film, this one was a bit obvious for me. It's a film I just watch whenever I feel like watching it, and that's The Martian. I've watched
Yeah.
it so many times. It's just such a nice film, and I love it so much. And it's just, you know,
Hmm.
it's just one of those I could rewatch forever. And then for show, I actually don't think I have a show which is one that I could go back and rewatch. But the closest thing to that is probably Star Trek: The Next Generation. I remember watching that for the first time, and it's one of them shows where you get towards the end of it, you're like season. There's 7 seasons. You get to like towards the end of season 6, and you're like, I don't really want to watch anymore because I don't want to finish it. If you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
Um, and that's not happened with a lot of shows that I've been watching recently, mainly because they've got weekly releases. But I do feel like that with all the Star Trek shows I've watched, because you get attached to the characters, you get attached to the stories with the characters, and it's unfortunate to see them go. But I think the Next Generation is probably, yeah, my cozy show, just because I can just wrap up and just watch it and be like, this is good,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've chosen.
All right. Well, that's everyone. That is your fellow favorites for November.
I immediately knew Isaac was going to say The Martian the second he was like just started
Yeah,
talking about it.
um, it was a pretty
So,
pretty obvious choice for me.
yeah.
Hmm.
But no, right. Well, I guess Dan's deal dive's coming before Isaac's indie inspection. So this week we have found some good deals. Sadly, some do end the day this ends. This podcast releases. So if you've caught them, that's great. But I will be giving you ones which go on a little bit longer. First up, we have the Cyberpunk 2077 franchise deal. Main game is 50% off at the minute. I highly recommend this game. If you haven't watched our top 10 favorite games episode, you will hear me ramble on about this for a while, so I
Hmm.
won't do it here. Phantom Liberty is 20% off. Amazing DLC, highly worth the money. Was recommended to one of my co-workers literally yesterday. And Ultimate Edition overall is 45% off. So yeah, you got some banging deals right there. Go check them out.
Not too
Number
shabby.
two on the deal is The Last of Us Part 1, which is 40% off. However, do try this. Do take caution if you don't have a high-end rig. I have not checked on the performance since release, so I do not know if it's still in the same state, only better because of hardware advancement, or if they have actually updated and patched it and optimized it. So that one is with a bit of warning, but it's 40% off, so best time to try it, I guess. And finally, there is a Capcom Halloween deal going on right now where a variety of the different games, mostly Resident Evil, are on sale right now. If you're a big fan of the games or you want to try them out, a deal's the perfect time to get into it. I know I've been playing the first game. I've not played it for a while now because I've been focused on a bunch of other stuff. Probably will get back into it. I am still looking forward to playing like 2 and 4 and is Village. So yeah,
Mm.
there you go. That is Dan's deal
And a
dive.
quick reminder, I don't know if you mentioned, but those are on Steam. Don't know about other.
All on Steam, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Likely on other platforms though. I wouldn't see
So I
why
just double
not.
checked. Cyberpunk
Go
is
check
not on
them
sale
out.
on PlayStation. So,
Ah, okay.
but
Well,
Resident
maybe on
Evil.
Xbox.
I mean, the Halloween sale might still be on. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Isaac, you ready for your indie
Um,
inspection?
I will just say this now. The Saints Row games are up to 70% off on console, and Game Pass Family games are 70% off as well.
There you go.
I just checked real
But
quick.
don't play Saints Row 2023 or 200 fucking kit. That shit
Whatever it
sucks
is, yeah.
ass. Dude, don't play that.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got that one.
So
Free.
this week, um, I've decided to go with Firewatch. Firewatch is a first-person sort of mystery game, which is set in Wyoming in I believe it's the 70s or 80s. And you play Henry. I won't spoil anything, don't worry. But you play a character named Henry who is a Firewatch guy. You know how you have like
Ranger.
fires in the forest, and it's all done through satellites now, but back then they used to need people for the summers when it got really warm to watch for fires.
Hmm.
Um, it's developed by Campo Santo. The only other game they've developed besides Firewatch is In the Valley of Gods, which I've never heard about before,
That sounds
but it
really
hasn't been
familiar.
released yet,
Oh.
so that's probably why. The last trailer came out in 2017, so I don't know when that's getting released. But I probably should mention this when I talk about Firewatch, and that's when I first heard of Firewatch, I thought it was going to be one of those stupid games you play once, you never really play again. I got recommended by a friend, Daniel Gray, who you might remember from the podcast early on and
Yeah,
was in the Halloween special.
or I think.
He recommended the game to me, and I was like, I'll give it a go. And I ended up really enjoying the game. I found both the characters, Henry and Delilah, very compelling. And despite no spoilers, don't worry. Despite what a lot of people say about the ending of the game, I think it was very fitting. The gameplay is simple. It is mainly a you know, listening game rather than playing game, as most of the conversations between the characters happen over radio. Actually, all of them do. Um, the art style for the game is great. The pace of the game I also think is great. It could be longer, but I think it's a good amount, a good. I think it's about 12 hours, maybe shorter than that actually. For the first playthrough, I've played this game 5 or 6 times, and each time I've enjoyed it, and I've found something new each time. Um, there is a bit of open world exploration, however, most of it is narratively driven. Um, it's a really fun game. I would recommend it to anybody. I don't know how much it is, but I do know that it's on all platforms, except mobile. And if you're interested, um, it is really good. I don't think I've given it justice, honestly. It is a really good story game. I remember I played it like all in one day, because I was just so invested in the story. Um, honestly, would 100% recommend. And that is this week's indie review. Next week, we have Cult of the Lamb, which is another game I
Did you give
really
it a
enjoy.
score?
Out of 10, that's a very good, very good
Reminder.
point. Firewatch out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Which seems to be a pattern that I'm following. I now see looking at my other
That's just kind of
reviews.
indie games, though,
But
isn't it?
I gotta admit, I am a sucker for good indie games. And Firewatch is one of them. So
Yeah, that game's really good. I haven't played it in
Oh yeah.
years though, so I might replay it soon.
I've played it
yeah,
probably 3 times, I think, and yeah, I also endorse Isaac's endorsement. It is a phenomenal game. And to answer your question, Isaac, on Steam, I can at least on Steam, I can tell you it is £16.75, and that's
I
not on
do believe
sale.
it goes on offer quite often though.
Oh yeah,
I
it does.
think I
Yeah,
got it on offer.
Yeah,
So
I got it on
this
offer, but I don't remember when I did it, so I can't pull the receipt up quick enough.
yeah the
yeah, it was a few
autumn
years ago when I
sale
Yeah.
or fall sale will be on soon probably for Steam
Oh yeah,
anyway.
most definitely.
This month anyway. All right,
I believe the last thing we need to talk about today is what we've been up to.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants
Who'd
to go
like to
first?
start?
I'll go first, seeing as I'm
Okay.
hosting.
Mhm.
Um, I've not been up to loads. I'm still playing that Star Trek Online. I'm so close. I only need 2 more things to be done with it, which I hope I get tomorrow because I didn't get them today.
Mhm.
Other than that, I've been playing a bit of Terraria, but I'm quite burnt out, so I'm probably gonna stop playing Minecraft today. That'll be streamed on my channel. Um, game-wise, however, I've not been playing much else besides Apex Legends with Mr. Harry Aitken, who you may remember
Ooh.
from one of the episodes a couple of weeks ago. We've been quite enjoying ourselves with that. We're not, playing super competitively, but we're doing well, and we're having fun, surprisingly. Um,
Play Titanfall instead.
besides that, TV show wise, in the last week, I have watched all 4 seasons of Star Trek Lower Decks. Um, it isn't very long. It's about 10 episodes a season and
Okay.
20 minutes per episode. So I've watched all of that, and I've got to say I've really enjoyed watching it. I think the first time, I think I said this last week, but I think the first time I watched it, I wasn't really invested in it because it was more animated. But I honestly think it's probably the best Star Trek show right now. I haven't watched Strange New Worlds yet, so perhaps I'm wrong, but uh, I really enjoy it, and it's a shame that it's ending on 5. But at the minute, that's coming out weekly. I go through all along. I need to finish that. I will for next week, I promise.
Mhm.
From episode, I believe it's 8 comes out tonight, which I'm very excited about. And besides that, I've only watched one film quite recently, and that was Spaceman, which is the Adam Sandler
Oh,
one where he's in space.
was that any good? I think it's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah. No, I've heard that. I've
And I
obviously
don't know
not
if
watched it.
it would be for everybody. I'm gonna admit, Harry, I watched it with Harry. He said he wasn't really sure on it, but I actually really enjoyed it.
Hmm.
It was one of those films where at the end it kind of has you like questioning what the hell just happened.
Yeah.
Um, but for me, I like films like that. I like films where it's just it gives you the ending, but it leaves it to your interpretation what that ending really means. I really enjoyed it. I haven't reviewed it on Letterboxd, which I need to do, but yeah, I really enjoyed it and would recommend it. It's on Netflix. I believe it's only on Netflix, but
Hmm.
it is also based off a book, which I didn't know about. Um, I'm not gonna read it because I can't read. So,
Not
whoever
surprising.
wants to go next.
I can go next. Yeah. Right. Well, so my week has. I've actually managed to get a surprising bit done this week, to be fair, because I've had no university, which has been nice. I did have, obviously, I've started work now, but I still managed to get a lot done earlier in the week. Phasmophobia released on console, I believe it was last Tuesday,
Hmm.
and I have been playing that quite a bit. Isaac has joined us for a few games, but it's mostly been with Freddie, I guess, and Callum.
Who were also in the Halloween special, except
Hmm.
the other
Except
Freddy.
the other Freddie who got their own thing, but yeah,
Hmm.
we'll see how that goes. But yeah, um, that has been really fun. Phasmophobia is like my favorite, like, well, one of my favorite games at the minute. Um, been replaying Cyberpunk. That's no surprise there. Playing Helldivers occasionally with these two, and that's pretty much it. Obviously, I played the Splitgate 2 playtest, which I talked about earlier. That was fun, but as I say, I only got less than an hour in, so that's a shame. In terms of watching stuff, I've been trying to keep watching Dragon Ball. It's
Hmm.
God, I hate old anime's pacing, man.
It is
I'm
shit.
so used to modern pacing because animation can actually go quickly. They can do more. But that back then it's like they have to animate a single punch and that takes up like a whole 5 second segment.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's trudging along. Movies, I haven't watched anything recently. So yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm just the gaming guy, I guess, at the
Hmm.
minute. Right, Nathan, finish us off.
Well,
Finish me
so
off.
okay, freaky. So I've been continuing playing Persona 5 Royal. Amazing game so far. I believe I am 30 hours in, and I've started the third palace. Amazing. Really surprised I'm enjoying it because I don't really like turn-based games, but this turn-based combat's awesome, and like the social link stuff is really interesting. So yeah, great game. Obviously, I want to play Metaphor Refantasio, so that's why I'm playing it. And then that's kind of it. Well, no, I rewatched Scream on Halloween because it's Halloween, and then obviously I finished the COD campaign, and that's it. I literally just been playing Persona. Like, it's been my life for the past 2 weeks. It's just Persona 5. Like, that game is so good. I've been recommending it to people because, except like Sam, because I don't think anyone else here would enjoy it because it's a turn-based game. So,
Yeah.
but if you are
Um,
intrigued, 3 Reload is on Game Pass. So, and 3 Reload is pretty good. I really enjoyed what I played of that. So yeah.
that's good. Right. Nathan, I quickly forgot to mention something which we both have tried out this week. Pokemon Trading Card
Oh
Game Pocket has been my little
yes.
obsession for the last few days.
Actually, I'm gonna open a pack on the podcast episode right now.
I'm opening one right now, baby. Let's see what we get. This has been my little obsession for the past few days. Right, we got a Heliolisk, already got one. Hitmonlee, already got one. Ekans, already got one. Rhydon, that's new, hell yeah. And Koga, I've already got him.
Nice.
Right, that's a
Uh,
live pack opening. Nathan, your turn.
oh man, if we record this an hour later, I've been able to open 2 more
Oh, damn.
packs. I could have been one. Right, tell me to stop spinning.
And stop spinning.
Alright, let's go. This is a Pikachu version. We got Electabuzz, Drowsy, Wooloo, Clefable, and Parasect. Okay. Wow, that's so cool.
I can open another one quickly, so I won't do it on thing, but I'll just say if I get anything good.
Oh, I can open another
So,
pack.
yeah.
Oh shit, I'm doing it
Oh,
right
can
now.
you? Hell yeah, right.
Sorry, Isaac.
Yeah, no, Isaac's just kind of left out here.
No,
But
Did
we're
you
still
not
in
know?
Clash of Clans.
TCG Pocket is it's the
Free
mobile
on
TCG. I think they removed the old
Giovanni,
one. I don't think you can play it
Dratini,
anymore.
Pinsir, Rattata, and Dratini again. God damn it.
Alright, so I got a Nidoran female, Slowbro, Goldeen, Diglett. Whoa! Full out
Look at
Snorlax.
Ooh. Ooh, wait, hold on. I
Nice.
think I know what you're on about. Yeah, that's
He's late.
very
He's laying
nice.
down. Alright, well that's our pack opening.
Yep, me and Nathan's friend codes are on the community section of the channel on
I
YouTube.
believe. I think
Do
don't know if I
check it out
deleted it.
there. Oh, have you deleted it?
I might have done. Oops.
Oh.
I'll
Well, we'll
put
put it in the
them on
description of this
screen
one.
or something
Yeah, and on screen, yeah.
for our visual
For our
fans.
visual watchers and listeners and whatnot.
Mhm.
But yeah, so added on that, this is our little obsession at the minute. Probably last a while, to be fair. I'm actually really enjoying it.
Yeah.
So yeah, right.
Isaac.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
He's gonna what?
Cough.
Sorry.
It did sound like you said he was
Um,
gonna come.
So is that everything? We've covered everything, haven't
Yep.
I think so, yes.
we? Yep.
I've done everything.
So once again, thank you everybody for watching this week's episode. Please tune in next week. Hopefully we have some more news next week. There hasn't been this
It's
week.
pretty dead.
Yeah. Thank
Actually-
you. Much love for everybody who's tuning in weekly. And if you're a new viewer here, please subscribe.
We need it.
If you're interested. Yeah. Thank you for
Oh,
watching.
also, sorry, just a little point. So I think in the next few
Yeah.
weeks. Sorry, sorry then, because I was looking on our calendar to see if we have anything like big scheduled for this month. So when it happens, the Game Awards nominations, we're gonna do them on the episode that week. So we'll all hold off not doing them. So yeah, just a little our monthly housekeeping, I guess you could say. That's
and
it.
towards the end of this month, I think we should just mention we're gonna film the Christmas special early because after what happened with the Halloween special, we had a lot of problems leading up to that. So we're gonna do it in plenty of time. If we need to move the date, forward or backwards, but that will come out around Christmas. I don't know what date is it specifically.
I'm gonna
but
try
around
and
Christmas.
aim for the week of Christmas
Yeah, that's probably a good
for
time.
the Christmas quiz, and then also
This will be different
yeah,
from the Halloween thing, by the way. I just want to mention that.
this is an actual
We should be a
quiz.
bit more energized.
Yeah.
I would also like to say that we have our other special video coming out, Daniel. Daniel's been working
Yep,
on.
I'm slowly working through it. My bad.
Is
I
there
genuinely get so easily burnt out with editing.
Mhm.
I'm trying my best. Obviously, now I've got both work and uni to work around. It will come eventually. Thankfully, it's not any seasonal type thing. So yeah, right.
Yeah. I would say what's happening next month, but there's no point. Just leave it for next month.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Game
um,
Awards nominations.
Other than that, thank you everybody for watching. We hope to see you next week, and have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week, and have a great rest of your month. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, don't have a good rest of your year though. Bye bye.